Hello everyone and welcome to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. And if you are not a part of the feline family, then what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Today we're finding out what self-love do you need more of and what self-care tips have we got today for you? How can you elevate that self-love? And when it comes to self-care, you can say, Jasmine, I wasn't asking for this reading. I don't need no more self-care. Sit down. We all need some more self-care and we can all upgrade how we care and love ourselves. So take a look at the three options, the three beautiful, cute little cats. And when you've decided which one speaks to you the most, you can choose more than one also. And when you've decided, find your timestamp in the description. And we are going to spill that spiritual tea together and find out how we can give ourselves some more loving. Hello and welcome to your reading group 1. So if you are drawn to the first little kitty with the sponge, with the shampoo or the body wash and the beautiful little shower cap, you're here in the right place. So the tarot you pulled from the cat tarot is 5 of Cups. And for those of you who even just have a gist of the meanings, we know that the 5 of Cups is the loss card. It's the spilt milk card. The cups are empty and the emotions are flowing, sometimes even overflowing. So for some of you, you could be feeling a little overwhelmed in your energy right now. For others of you, you could be going through grief, loss, pain, and heartache. And this is you looking at what's spilt, looking at what's been left behind. And as you can see, this cat is looking at the 3 empty cups, the upturned cups. But there is 2 cups behind them that is overflowing. So this is about counting your blessings, even at a time when you're going through a loss. So I'm going to read you what it says in the Cat Tarot book, and we will continue on with what self-care you need and what tips are going to help with this glow up. So dedicated to John, someone could be called John, you, possibly someone you're connected with, a family member, a friend. If John, the spirited little cat, hadn't been playing with the cups, then they would still be full of milk. The brief moment of joy that resulted from the sound of metal clanging against each other quickly faded as John became aware that his milk was now lost. The 5 of Cups indicates you may be questioning your contribution to a situation that resulted in a loss of some kind. You may find yourself falling down a what may have been or where did I fall short spiral as you examine how your actions or decisions may have led you to this moment. Is your attention on a situation that is over and cannot be undone? Are you going over every detail of a mistake you made? As the saying goes, there's no use crying over spilt milk. The 5 of Cups carries a heavy energy centered around feeling consumed by loss. You may have experienced a setback at work, a relationship may have ended, or you may have lost a possession that meant a great deal to you. Agonizing over something that is out of your control only keeps you in a state of pain. And that word agonizing is a very strong word. So that agonizing feeling of grief, it's a lot more than just spilt milk. But this is just a metaphor because this is being consumed by what you lost. Maybe because what or who you lost. For some of you, my condolences. It's so consuming because you feel empty and lost without them. Yeah. Or empty and lost without this job, without this friend, without this something that you had. It's like the option is just gone. And you're kind of catching your breath again. Yeah, or finding your feet again after the rug was pulled from underneath you. The Five of Cups is a reminder that there is more out there. You have reasons to feel hopeful once again. However, you will need to figure out how to redirect your attention so that you can see and appreciate opportunities that present themselves in the future. Yeah, so these cups behind this cat, these are the opportunities of the future. But this cat is so focused on its losses that it can't see the abundance and the opportunities that await for them in the future. So this is telling you that good things are coming and better days are coming. And fruitful opportunities await. But you just can't see them right now. You need to redirect your sights and redirect your energy, okay? So the energy attributes positive, allowing yourself time to properly grieve, accepting a loss or a situation. Negative, unable to shake feelings of guilt and despair. So for some of you, if you're blaming yourself, if you're in deep, heavy regret about a mistake from the past, or if this is something that you feel like it's your fault you lost it, you need to forgive yourself. You need to come to terms with this. You need to ask, is this valid, or is this my mind playing tricks on me? Because when we're dealing with a crushing blow, a crashing loss, our mind can play tricks on us. When our heart is broken, it's like none of us is working properly. Yeah, so our sight isn't working properly. We can't see things for what they are. We can't see the good because everything has just had a shutdown, a meltdown. For some of you, you could have had an emotional meltdown or breakdown because of a loss. So for some of you, this is about you reconnecting with your inner child. So you could have lost your innocence very young. For some of you, you could have lost a family member, a parental figure when you were younger. And even if you were an adult or a teenager when this loss happened, losing a parental figure brings you back to that child state, brings you back to that, baby who wants its mother, okay? So for some of you, you could be a mother, you could be a father. For others of you, you could have lost a mother or father figure. For others of you, it could even be both. You could have lost a parent or parents, and you could be dealing with being a parent, filling other people's cups while your own is empty. Yeah, you're refilling, recharging other people's energy. Even though you've been on an empty battery, running on empty for a long time. Yeah. So this is telling me that regardless of whether you have children or you don't, your inner child needs to be nurtured. Your inner child needs some mothering because you lost something. You lost some sort of innocence. You lost your hopes, your dreams, even people in your family tree. For some of you, you could feel like you lost yourself. And this is about you finding yourself again, reconnecting with yourself, forgiving yourself. But you need to reconnect and forgive your inner child first. It says your love life is being affected by children. So if you have children, this could be why you could feel like you can't have a love life, or your children come before your love life. This is you focusing on your responsibilities, and these responsibilities could keep you grounded, especially during times of grief, loss, even depression. This is you still doing your responsibilities, still making sure everyone else's cups are being filled, even when your own isn't. And the self-love, the self-care that you need is to remember and to make sure to fill your own cup. Mother yourself and nurture yourself. And reconnect with your inner child. That could start with you treating yourself like a child right now. No matter what age you are, what is it that you like? What is it that excites you, that brings out that joy? It could be something simple like picking a flower, smelling a flower, watering the flowers, going on a walk, reading a book, even if it's a book you read in your childhood, something that gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. It could be cuddling up with a blanket with your pet. with your children, with yourself. This is you meditating, but not feeling alone, knowing that despite your losses, there is still so much to come in the future. You need to nurture your hopes and dreams. You need to nurture your inner child, because you don't want to be broken or feel fractured or lost. You need to come home to yourself. And we always do associate home with motherhood. So this could be you thinking about your own future, your own motherhood or fatherhood. If you have children, considering it, maybe trying for some. For others of you, if you have children already, this is you seeing things for what they are. Yes, I have my losses, but look, I have the cups of the future here in my hand. So even though I can nurture and fill them, how do I nurture my own? I've got these empty cups that I've been ignoring, but now I've no choice but to reflect and meditate. You could have a bit of time to yourself, and this time is to be used to put back in to nurturing yourself. Because with not happy, an illumination, truth, discovery, awakening, for some of you, you could be having a spiritual awakening, a spiritual discovery. For others of you, it could be you enlightening the fact to yourself that actually, yes, my losses have been affecting me. I've been ignoring that. I've just been getting on with things, going with the flows, going through the motions, but I haven't been happy. My cups have been empty. I'm going to shine a light on this. I'm going to be in the spotlight because I've taken a back seat for too long of my own life. This is you getting in the driving seat of your own life. So for some of you, you could be learning how to drive, getting a car. For others of you, this is movement, knowing that if you feel stuck, you need to get into that car, into that chariot, and you need to shine a light on where it is you need to go from here. Yeah, you could have been asking, Quo Vadis, where do we go from here? And you're figuring that out. So 7 could be significant. Virgo could be significant. Confidence in the power of healing. So you are healing your inner child. And if you have children, they're healing you. For others of you, it's telling you you need to heal your own inner child before you bring children into the world. Because you want to be the most balanced version of yourself. You don't want to repeat mistakes of the past or generational trauma. This is you breaking it. You're not happy with the role you've been given. And this is you shining a light on that and not shying away from your own feelings. Your feelings are valid and important. So with the whale spirit, trust the great mystery, 65 could be significant. This is you taking a deep dive into your emotions. And your emotions may have been deep and heavy recently. But with the great mystery, this is you realizing that the future has so many layers and depths to it that you're only at the shallow end. So you may have felt like you were drowning before in your losses, in the grief, drowning in the grief. But this is you taking a breath, coming to the air. Whales have that little blowhole, don't they? So this is you getting that trauma, getting those emotions out, shining a light on these emotions, getting them out. And I mean, it looks like a beautiful fountain when they squirt out that water. So it's like you getting rid of that stagnant, heavy emotion that's been keeping you in the one place. And then once you have, it's like release this energy, you are ready to go down deeper and explore further depths of the future. So you are going to go further than you've ever went before. And I feel like when it comes to emotions, you have been to the depths of despair, honey. But this is you getting to the depths of your dreams, your hopes. You're not keeping them in the dark anymore. You're not taking a backseat. You're not putting yourself in the corner. You are in the spotlight. You're the main attraction in your own life. So this is you upgrading your confidence, even upgrading your attraction to yourself. Yeah. If you have not been able to face yourself or even look yourself in the mirror, with guilt, grief, regrets. It's about understanding that regrets may be there, but there's some things that we can't change. And if you did make a mistake, just know that the lesson was a very harsh one for you not to make that mistake again. But you can't change the past. We can only be better in the future, and we can only be better when we know better. So if you did make these mistakes, you didn't know better. Forgive yourself. Don't hold that grief. Don't hold that shame. It's not your fault. You're dealing with the cards that were dealt. And now you're learning how to make the most of the hand that you've been dealt. You're not showing nobody that deck because you know that sometimes our hurt, our pain can be used against us. But you're learning how to work with your pain instead of working against it because you weren't making any movement, any progress. And this is you knowing that your pain is actually a driving factor in your success. This is going to bring you a deeper level of success. Yeah, because with intuition and a box of rain, I do see a wolf here also. So this is you being that lone wolf, knowing that you can trust your soul intuition. You don't need the opinions of others to tell you what you know already. You can hear all of the quotes, oh, it takes time, and, don't cry over spilt milk. Your intuition already knows this. But I feel like when it comes to you and emotions, they go hand in hand. You need to feel deeply in order to even feel happy. But sometimes it's your unhappiness that inspires you, gives you that urge to create or helps you to purge. So you're purging the negative emotions. You're using your intuition. You're using your mind wisely. The box of rain, I'm not sure exactly what it means. It's open to interpretation. You're making your own interpretation and you're changing your mind. You could have interpreted your life a certain way, a set future for yourself. No, you're changing your mind. You're being open to interpretation. This box of rain is like making something beautiful out of something that's very painful, very dark. You're bringing light to yourself through this dark pit of despair. This is helping you own the spotlight in a way. This is helping you step into that main character energy because you realize that you may have had to cut your losses in the past. You may have lost things that were very close to your heart, people who you wanted to support you along the way. But this is you knowing that you need to invest in yourself and your own cup, or you're going to lose that opportunity too. You're taking the chance to invest in yourself. You're giving yourself that opportunity after telling yourself that you've lost too much and the cost is too much. It doesn't cost too much to believe in yourself, to love yourself, and to forgive yourself. If anything, you are going to gain a whole new perspective. You're going to gain a glow up. You're going to gain the secret knowledge of success. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. So the stargazer is coming out telling you to set your sights higher. Don't look down. Don't look at your feet and think, oh, I can't face myself. I can't face life. I can't face the world. Set your sights higher. Set your goals higher. You have dreams, and those dreams are up high. So set the bar a little bit higher for yourself. Hold yourself to a higher standard. And don't be afraid to look at the stars because you're here to play with the stars. You are here to create the stars. You're an astrologer. Yeah. And this is you learning how to read what's in the divine stars for you. You're in touch with your divine purpose. You just have to look through that telescope and all will be revealed. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you could be very intuitive, very psychic, but trust that the divine timing is here, that you are going to be in touch and in tune with your soul purpose. And if you have decisions to make, it's telling you to trust your intuition. Don't ask other people to make these decisions for you. It's all yours to make. Because there's two overfull cups here. So some of you really could have a choice, maybe in career, in love. But whatever the choice is, do what feels right for your soul. Do what's best for you do what's going to benefit you the most. That's what I'm hearing. And that's not being selfish. I feel like in the past, you've told yourself that it's selfish to suit yourself. And that's your self-love, self-care advice, group 1. It's not selfish to suit yourself. If anything, this is what you need to do in order to really follow your divine purpose. Yeah, trust your gut, your instinct, and your intuition. That's what I'm also hearing. Yeah, and with the Virgo energy, you're a hard worker. And don't burn yourself out, because you know what it's like to be going on empty, running on fumes. This is you refueling, recharging, and reintroducing yourself. Yeah, you're making a comeback and you're having a glow up. And yeah, you are going to be like a whole new kitty cat. Oh yes, you are. We do have 7 twice, so 77 could be significant also. Someone could be born on the 7th. But the root chakra is the chakra you really need to cleanse the most right now. This is the chakra you need to heal. This chakra is located near the perineum and establishes us on the earth. It is associated with grounding, deepening and connecting to the environment. And then we also have 32, strengthening the sacral chakra. So you need to work on your grounding. Oh, the electricity just went. Oh wow, group 1. You do need to work on your grounding. Don't keep yourself in the dark. We're shining a light on everything that needs to be seen. The unseen is going to be seen. Yeah, you ain't staying in the dark for long. So yeah, I'm nearly finished. Let me just read strengthening the sacral chakra. This is an activity that you can do. This chakra relates well to the element of water and the ability to change and flow with it. You can reconnect with this element by spending time in water, going for a swim, sitting near a flowing stream, or taking a relaxing bath. This chakra is all about creative expression, so exploring your creative side could help. This is completely personal to you and could involve anything from coloring, drawing, cooking, baking, or gardening. So yeah, do what makes you bloom is what I'm hearing. What makes you feel like a child? What makes you feel excited? You're reconnecting with your inner child, but also with your root chakra. You're grounding yourself. You're reminding yourself what makes you happy, what makes you feel alive. If you've been feeling dead, and this could have been just dead, stagnant energy, could have stemmed from a death or just a death of a relationship that you've been mourning and grieving. But that spilt milk, it's time to clean it up. We're cleaning up and cleansing your energy, and you are ready to dive deep into your hopes and your dreams. It's time to give yourself a chance. You are the greatest investment. And even though you could feel lost, you are finding your soul purpose. And you may have felt lost, you may have spiraled in the past, you may have wandered down many roads, but this was so you could forge your own path. You mightn't be here for the same reason as everyone else, but you are here for a divine purpose and a divine reason. So if you've been out of touch with that, this is Spirit telling you that it's time to get back in touch, because you and your intuition are old friends, and yous are going to be like bread and butter once you really put that faith into your intuition, put that faith into divine timing, because your intuition never misses. And even though you have had your misses and your losses, you have everything to gain when you've nothing to lose. So cut yourself free of those insecurities, of your inhibitions, and just dive as deep as you can go. Because when you reach that surface again, you are going to be a more enlightened and an even more successful version of you. But it took you reaching rock bottom before you reach the top. So you're still climbing that mountain. Don't give up now. Keep on going. You're nearly there. And that's what I feel like you needed to hear today. And also, spiritual baths, spiritual showers will help you. Gardening, connecting with nature, colouring. This is you wearing the colours that make you feel happy. Whatever you want to attract, you're finding ways physically to show that to the universe. And the universe is showing you how much it's listening. Your luck is changing for the better, and you deserve it. So welcome this abundance, this change with open arms. And make sure to give your inner child a hug. Or if you have real children, give them a hug too with those open arms, because you're so loving, you're so nurturing. And now it's time to do that for yourself and your dreams. And you are going to be unstoppable once you get started. Okay? So thank you for being here with me today. I really appreciate that. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this, if you resonated, if you have any feedback. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Cat family. Personal readings are available. And if we're parting ways, thank you so much for being here with me today. And I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. Hello and welcome to your reading group 2. My apologies in advance because as I was recording the first group, the lights went out, lights off. So I am making do with what I have with candles and very muted little lamps and torches here. So if you can't fully see the cards, I'm going to explain them, and hopefully maybe you could higher up your not saturation, what is it, your lighting on your phone possibly, to see the cards a little bit better. But like I said, I'll explain, and I'm very sorry about the lack of aesthetic right now. I did try group 2. I tried for you, okay? So it's the thought that counts, and hopefully the message will still get through to you, because rain, shine, storm, electricity, or no electricity, we have a very powerful self-love message for you here today. So stick around and listen up. So I'm going to first off read the Knight of Cups in the Cat Tarot, and we will get down to business. So the Knight of Cups, dedicated to Miss Lena. Someone could be called Lena. That's a very pretty name. Oh, the Knight of Cups. This hairless cat bears her heart and soul the minute you meet. Okay, so someone could wear their heart on their sleeve, their heart on their chest. Someone could be a hopeless romantic, and it shows, yeah. Without protective fur, this vulnerable cat reveals to the world every emotion and sensation. The Knight of Cups uses its openness and vulnerability to woo and charm, revealing its passionate heart for all the world to see. This fanciful creature gives so much of itself, and that is part of its charm. It is the Knight's sensitivity that draws you in. Of course, with just a quick, cool breeze, the temperamental Knight reveals another side, one that is moody, overbearing, and over-emotional. This energy of the Knight of Cups, when in control and balanced, will help you get your groove back. When you open your heart, show others without fear your emotions. Something magical will spark. Love and imagination will fuse. And before long, you will feel as though you are the lead character of some steamy romance novel. Ooh, so this is given 50 Shades Group 2. 50 Shades of Group 2. Yeah, you have many different sides to you. Some sweet and some not so sweet. You know what I'm saying? When this Knight appears in a reading, it is time to let your imagination soar. Let your heart fill with passion and a yearning for adventure. But know that as wonderful as the feeling may be at the moment, too much of a good thing can cause the Knight of Cups to drown in its own emotions. Enjoy the energy of the Knight for what it is, but leave your expectations for consistency at the door. So, of course, we want you to show up and be consistent for yourself, but when it comes to other people, don't set your hopes so high, especially if you're easily let down or people let you down. I feel like you are a giver, and maybe in the past you have dealt with takers. And I feel like you are very in touch with your emotions. You're a very emotional being, but sometimes you could have a tendency to let your emotions control you instead of the other way around. So this is a process. This is you learning how to master and manipulate and be in control of your own emotions. And this isn't necessarily in a conniving or a cunning sort of way. This is in a practical way, because it could have held you back in the past in terms of career, in terms of relationships and connections, that sometimes your emotions can get the better of you and run away with you. And for some of you, I'm kind of getting that when it comes to love, the mistake you could have made is being codependent when it comes to love. And that's the thing. When we need something or crave something so much, sometimes we can repel that thing that we want so badly. Instead of bringing it in, instead of attracting it, or chasing it away instead of chasing it. So I feel like this is you chasing something, maybe love or a career. Or maybe even if you are in a relationship, you're chasing that old spark, that reconnection, but somehow it's kind of backfiring and you're wondering, what is it? I'm trying to give off what I want. I'm trying to get what I want, attract it. It could be money for some of you, because this is like a gangster little cat counting that money. So this is you wanting money, but you're still waiting for this money to manifest, even though you're giving out all the right signals, all the right vibes. For others of you, it could be in love with a partner, or for my singles, you're single and you're letting people know that you're available, but it's like, well, you know, where is this Knight of Cups? Do I have to rescue myself? Is that it? And this is the message, the self-care message. You need to be that Knight of Cups for yourself. Show up for yourself. Rescue yourself from that codependency mindset. Yeah, I'm hearing that song, I Need a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. So that could be significant for some of you. But this is you being the superhero of your own life. Yeah, the main character in your own steamy novel. You're not there to cater to anyone else or be anyone else's side character or even side piece for some. This is you being that main character. You're giving that CEO big dick energy. Even if you're not a CEO, you know that you want to be, and you're trying to find a way to bring this into existence. But what's repelled this dream from manifesting is you are clinging to that codependent mindset, which is also a lack mindset in one way or the other. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Yeah, so some of you could be a love addict, a romance addict. For others of you, it could be drink, it could be drugs, it could be tablets, it could be things on the internet that might decay the brain, I'm hearing. But you have a brain. You're too smart to fall for these tricks and these traps. You may be in the matrix, falling into the matrix, but you know better, group 2. You already know better. You are the Dawn, you are the D. And I feel like in a way, you just haven't been following your own advice about something. You're overlooking an addiction or a codependency because that's how much you need it, or that's how much you want it. And I think this is you figuring out your own definition, the difference between needs and wants. What do you need and what do you want? What do you need to survive, first of all? So that's the most important thing. But what do you need to sustain you? What do you need to feel happy and fulfilled? And if you make a little list, I feel like this is Spirit telling you this is your self-care tips. Make a list. What do you need that makes you happy? What's the ingredients to your happiness? And if you look at that list of ingredients and you see that these ingredients are mostly external or outsourced, this is Spirit telling you to find a way to make this a homemade meal, a homemade feast. Yeah, you've got all the ingredients within you. Why are you outsourcing your material? You are the creator. But it's like you don't believe that you're the creator. So by manifesting this abundance, all these things you want to create, but not believing you're the creator, this is why it's backfiring. This is the lack mindset, because you don't fully believe in yourself, because you're still clinging to your safety nets. You're codependent to something or someone, and by gripping something so tightly, your hands aren't free to accept this new abundance. I feel like by the next full moon, you will at least be enlightened as to what or who this codependency is, or you will be on your way to trying to streamline any addictions you have. This is like, instead of being drastic, you're taking these little steps. And sometimes you have to take steps backwards before you can go forward. So you might have to tidy a few things up before you leave them and move on to the next step, the next chapter. For some of you, you could be readers or you could be reading. So read things that will nourish your soul but fulfill your imagination, excite you. Like something educational, but also something fun and steamy, something serious that will make you think, something thought-provoking, but something that you can also get lost in your thoughts with and your fantasies. Take time for play, fun, fantasy, and imagination. I feel like in a way, you've been kind of blocking yourself from creating, because with Scorpio here, 27, the freedom to be yourself, this is telling you that, and I'm getting 27. Some of you could be 27, born on the 27th. But, the 27 Club is also coming to mind. And a lot of these celebrities that are in the 27 Club, they were very talented and they left a mark and an impact on the world. You are here to leave your mark and to leave that impact. If you were a cat, you would leave scratch marks on this world. But sometimes the brightest sparks, the brightest stars burn out. So Spirit is saying, don't burn yourself out, group 2. You want to have that freedom to be yourself. And to be yourself, it might be an intense journey to accept yourself in the first place. You could have hid away from your true self or your true desires and pushed them down to the bottom of your soul. And I feel like these codependencies or addictions, they were like to make up for or cover for the fact that your soul wasn't being fulfilled. So this is you figuring out what fulfills your soul. What are your needs? What are your wants? And I'm also thinking of The Sims. They have these little meters, these little diamonds above their head. And when the diamond is red, that's when they're in burnout. That's when they're going to collapse. So don't let yourself be running on empty, because something like that could happen. You could burn out. You could literally collapse. Make sure you're getting enough rest and enough food, of course. Feed yourself things that make you feel like a king or queen. Feast with yourself. Eat with good company, even if it's alone. If you've been giving yourself scraps, treating yourself like a stray instead of a comfortable, fat, fluffy, fabulous cat, well then, no wonder that love or that dream career isn't manifesting, because you've been treating yourself like a stray instead of a pampered pooch, a pampered cat. You need to lead by example. So if you've been giving yourself scraps, well then that's all the universe has been offering you, or your offers have not been up to standard, because your self-care, your self-love hasn't been up to standard. And this is you leveling up and upgrading your self-love and your energy in general. Your guardian angel is dropping in, telling you that you are not alone. So even when you feel alone, when you feel worn out, burnt out, and no one understands, your guardian angel is here to guard you and guide you and to help you through. This is a phase. This is a process. They're helping take you to the next level, to the next chapter. But it's like you've got writer's block. In a way, you're stuck somewhere on this chapter right now, and the next chapter is looming. You could have a deadline. Time could be running out for some of you, but you're stuck here on this chapter before you can make any moves. You're still trying to manifest something. Confirmation. So your guardian angel is helping you to manifest this. The last video I posted was messages from your guardian angel. So if you haven't watched that already, group 2, maybe there is a message specifically from your guardian angel that's dropping in right now that they want to relay to you. So yeah, that's another message, because your guardian angel loves you and they want to protect you, but they're telling you you have to love yourself. Don't overprotect yourself, because then you're blocking your blessings. But don't overextend yourself either. This is a balance. You need to balance out your energy. And I am looking at divine feminine. So for your self-care, you need to balance your divine feminine energy, your accepting energy, your blessed energy. You know, that energy that you know you're a goddess, you're a god, and you deserve all of this love, all of these wonderful, sweet things. But then the divine masculine gets to work. And even though they like their ego and they like the ego boost, they like to have that satisfaction, that fulfillment of working hard. They like to see the results. So the feminine manifests and accepts these blessings from the results. The divine masculine works hard. So this is you balancing both sides of yourself, both energies, in order to really elevate. Because once they work together, it's like a whole new energy completely. Yeah. So for some of you, you could be connecting with the divine feminine to your divine masculine, vice versa. Whatever way it goes for you, you could be meeting your match. But you still need to balance out your own feminine and masculine energies before you can fully be at peace with someone else's. And they need to do that spiritual work too. So this is two mature souls meeting each other, meetings of the mind. For some of you, this could be work meetings, and you need to make sure not to be led by your anger or to be just too dreamy about it. This is balancing out the work and the creativity, the ideas, and figuring out a way to make them work smarter instead of harder. Yeah, so for some of you, you could even be having a baby if you have a partner. This is the creation of a whole new energy. And for others of you, this is you alchemizing, balancing both energies in order to upgrade. And this is like your hybrid energy. And when you're in that energy, you would probably intimidate other people who are below you, because you are the man, you are that bitch, and you don't need anyone else to tell you that, because you just inherently and intuitively know that. So if you don't know that already, well then let me remind you, this is a rude reminder, but hopefully not too rude, that you are the one. You're the one in your own life. If you've been looking for the one or the answer in everywhere or anyone other than yourself, look in that mirror. Look at how divine you are. And you can only get better. It's only up from here. Your guardian angel is protecting you, so you don't need to overprotect yourself or hide away. It's time to show up and show out for yourself and make that entrance, make that impact, because that's what you're here to do. You are here to be a pampered, adored cat and not a stray sitting in the shadows, just taking the scraps. No, you are here to own this stage. So make sure to own your energy. And if it needs a little bit of balancing out, do that work. That's okay. Everyone needs to. So it is okay to recharge, rethink, and reevaluate things sometimes. So, I did just notice here that this card, I know you probably can't see it because of the terrible lightning, or lighting. Lightning? Yeah, this is lightning. Here it's a storm, an unexpected storm. So right now the light isn't working because of a storm. There are interferences in the power. There have been interferences in your own inner power, your own divine power. And now you're not allowing things like unexpected storms to get in your way. You have work to do. You have a divine purpose to fulfill. And in the past, you've let your addictions, your codependencies, you've let other people take the lead and take your power. And this is you taking that power right back and coming in, showing up for yourself. You're rescuing yourself instead of waiting around, waiting for that hero. You are the answer to your own prayers. And even if for a while you were feeling a little bit faithless, whether that was in yourself or just in your dreams, in love, whatever you were feeling faithless about, you're restoring that faith. And you are doing that of your own accord. You're by your own means. You're being a self-fulfilling prophecy by seeing the bigger picture and seeing that you are a part of the bigger picture. You have a big role to play and a bigger part to play. You have been belittling yourself, degrading yourself in a way, making yourself smaller, fitting in, dimming your shine so other people don't feel uncomfortable or don't feel disturbed. But instead of discouraging yourself, you're encouraging yourself. And instead of waiting for a coach or paying someone to hype you up, you're being your own hype man or your own hype woman. And any unexpected storms or lightnings that come, don't they say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice? So don't worry. Your trauma's been there, done that. Even if you do have traumas in the future, it's like new levels, new devils. So you're just getting out of this stuck place and you're making a start on that new chapter. Yeah, you are going to be in a whole new energy once you give yourself that credit you deserve. And I know you can't see this either. It does say mystic. So this is you meditating. Spirit is saying you need time to meditate, to really reconnect with yourself, reconnect with spirit and your soul. And a lot of your answers that you seek will be found within the silence, and that silence is found within yourself. So that answer you've been seeking, the answer to your prayers, it's found within yourself, group 2. And that beauty that you've been seeking everywhere else, that's also within you. And these flowers may be in the darkness, but they're very vibrant. So this is you being a vibrant, colorful flower, even in your darkest days. And mystics trust their intuition. So if you have not trusted your intuition in the past, this is you turning a new leaf and taking a leaf out of your own book. Yeah, whatever interference has been getting in the way of your energy, stagnating your energy, these are outdated belief systems, and you are finding faith. And yeah, the faithless is finding faith within themselves. And once you find this faith within yourself, especially within your solar plexus as well, this is like your midsection. So I feel like you could be holding a lot of tension in your stomach, in your midsection. You could suffer with pains, with issues in your solar plexus. And this is like a way of breaking down and digesting. So this is you like breaking down, digesting your trauma, and you're leaving it behind because you know that everything else that is coming and that is following is going to agree with you spiritually instead of make you react in a bad way. You're aligning all your chakras. So your chakra, your mantra is, I honor the power within me. I honor myself. So you're honoring yourself by doing things that make you feel happy, that make you feel playful, that make you feel handsome, beautiful. Don't be afraid to give yourself that little bit extra because you're a little bit extra. So you have to go the extra mile. And sometimes with people, you give an inch and they take a mile. You're a giver. You know this. But now you're knowing that your energy is that powerful and that sacred. You ain't just giving it to just anyone. When you know you can use that efficiently and wisely yourself, you are your own rescuer. Yeah, it's like you're unmasking who this superhero is and it's you the whole time. Yeah, but it's also like, I'm thinking of Scooby-Doo when they catch the villain and they unmask them at the end. Maybe you've been trying to blame things in the past on trauma or on other people, and not that people weren't to blame for your pain or your past, but it's kind of like in a way when you're unmasking who this villain is who's been sabotaging your own life, take it off. It's you, group 2. So you were the villain, the saboteur of your own life, but now you are the matador. Instead of running towards the red flags like the bull, you are dodging all of these energies, all of these heavy energies that are trying to take you down. You're like, whoop, nope, no way. Yeah, you're in your superhero era. But yeah, you were in your villain era, but what you were doing wrong in the past was you were sabotaging yourself. So, I mean, I don't think you're the best villain. You're meant to sabotage others and not yourself. You were doing it wrong because you're not supposed to be a villain. You're a good guy. You're one of the good ones. You're the one. And group 2, you didn't really have far to look because the whole time it's been you. You are the one. You are the change. You are the answer. And you need to remind yourself of that. You are that bitch. You are that man, that guy. You are it. And what is it? You define it. You make your own rules and your own definitions. You're writing your own chapters instead of following someone else's script. You're the main character instead of a character on the side that's been overlooked. You're not here to be overlooked. No, you are here to take center stage. So often with the sacral chakra, we carry negative energy from previous relationships. Emotional baggage can build up in your system and leave you feeling out of balance with your mind and body. A useful exercise can be to create notes of any negative emotions you feel about a certain person in your life, past or present. Write down the name of the person and the emotion you want to rid yourself of. So purge yourself of the grudges. Write them down to purge them, because you're still kind of holding on to them when they're undefined. But once you define it, you can let go. Burn them. Do what you gotta do. You're burning your own self from the past. You're burning these beliefs. You're burning these codependencies and any negative energy you got from relationships in your past, whether this was romantic, sexual, familial, whatever way it was. You're letting go of the trauma, the that it left you with, the bad taste in your mouth. You're cleansing every part of you. You're not allowing any hate or negativity from others to get in your way anymore. That taste is going to be sweet as fuck. And by carrying around a bad taste in your mouth, a grudge for others, it's kind of like letting their ick energy get in the way of your beautiful blessings that you want to attract. That's what's been making things backfire. You need to define what you need to let go of. And then you need to let go. It's a heavy lead balloon. And once you let it go, you'll be free. You'll feel so much lighter. And this growth, you could be feeling this growth by the summer personally. And I feel like your finances will be a lot better by the summertime. So come back and let me know if your finances have grown by the time the sun is out. By the time June, July, August comes around, you will be getting that bag. Even if that bag hasn't been bagging, it will be. You're going to be bagging it up by the summertime. So come back and let me know, okay? Oh yeah, this balancing the sacral chakra exercise. Then you can literally toss these away in whichever ceremonial way you choose. You could tear them up or toss them into a fire. Let your past emotions evaporate with the notes. Someone could be 33, someone could be 42. Someone could also be 27. This is you not being in the 27 club. Someone could also be 24 with the electric eel spirit telling you to bring your ideas to life. And the electric eel spirit is lightning, just like the storm underneath it. So this is you using that energy from the unexpected storms and making a whole new masterpiece out of this disaster, this destruction. And instead of getting in your own way, being your own worst enemy, you are being your own savior, your own superhero. And you're not waiting, but you are manifesting. You're not going to rush things, because by rushing things, we're forcing things. And anything that's forced is not for us. You know that you have a beautiful heart. You may wear that heart on your sleeve, but you have to know that you can protect your own heart. Your guardian angel is guarding your heart, but you also need to be open to the new blessings. But to fully have a pure heart and a loving heart, we need to get rid of any impurities, any hate, any grudges that have been in that way, because that beautiful heart is right on this beautiful cat's chest. And when Judgment Day comes, they say they weigh your heart with a feather of truth to see if you're a good person or not. And the feather of truth is there with your guardian angel. So the truth is, you are a good soul, you are a good heart, but your soul may have been unfulfilled, your heart may have been broken. But by healing yourself, healing these codependencies, healing this lack mindset, you are going to upgrade and have an even bigger, more beautiful heart and even more love to give, because you are here to love and be loved, but you need to turn your back on the pain, on the grudges, on the pettiness, because the divine feminine energy isn't a petty bitch. So there's no room for you to be a petty bitch or for you to be dealing with petty bitches either. So you are not here to shy away or be a wallflower. You are here to be a storm, to be electric, to bring your ideas to life. So don't dilute yourself, don't dampen your dreams. If anything, it's time to supercharge them and electrocute them and go, whoosh. You are going to burn the world with that fire that you bring. But right now, you just need to get yourself fired up and get rid of any lack mindsets that you have, because you got a good heart, you've got a good soul, so you deserve all that money, you deserve all those beautiful, finer things in life. So by the time summer comes around, you are going to have a lot more money to be counting and maybe some more chains to be wearing too. But don't let the bitches and the chains fool you. You have a heart of gold, and the feather of truth is that you just had to believe in your own truth. You had to stand in your own truth and be true to yourself in order to get that bag. And that bag is coming. I just seen 111. That bag is well and truly on its way. So you got this, group too. But I am thinking of that song by Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. So you don't have to just take the cards you're dealt, but you do need to make the most of the cards that are dealt. You can count the money once you have shocked everyone with your poker skills. So yeah, time to play poker, group too. And don't forget that poker face. And fake it till you make it if you haven't made it yet, because you will. It's in your destiny. Okay, so thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you resonated, if you have any feedback. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. Join the feline family. I would love to have you here. And if you're looking for a personal reading, those are available. Info is on my homepage. And if we're parting ways here and now, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. And sorry again for the terrible lighting, but we make the most of what we have and the cards we're dealt. And that's what we're doing here today. And you're going to keep on doing that, group too. I believe in you, and you just make sure that you believe in you too, no matter what. So goodbye and God bless. See you again very soon. Mwah. Hello and welcome, group 3. Okay, so finally we can sit down together and spill the tea. Let me tell you what's been going on. Okay, so for group number 2, I was recording with just candles, with just lamps, because the electricity had gone. Now, I didn't think to check when it had come back. I kind of assumed my light would come back on, that I record with for the cards when it was back. But obviously you have to press a button to get that back. So I just noticed before I pressed record, oh look, that button, the blue light is there. So let me see, is that back working? Yes, it is. So obviously the electricity is back working. It could have been back working for group 2. So I feel like I made a bit of a mess of that. I feel like a fool, because even if it wasn't back, I could have used my flash. I was going to use my flash for this video until I seen the little blue light that I'm like, oh, my ring light works. No need for the flash. Great. Yeah, and now when I'm thinking back for group 2, I kind of feel embarrassed that I had the answer right in front of me, and I kind of just let the situation fuck things up for me instead of kind of using my mind or intuition. Yeah, so this is tying into your energy, group 3. I feel like you feel like a fool about something in the past. I also had to change the 2 tea lights because one did go out before the other, but I did only notice the second one had gone out before I recorded. So this is telling me that maybe in terms of a connection, a relationship, someone's flame went out maybe before the other person's. So this could have been you jumping ship, or, you know, your flame dying before someone else's, or someone else who kind of lost touch or lost that spark, and you found out after the fact, and this could have really hurt your heart. In fact, it could have stabbed your heart. It's like someone putting the knife in your heart. I'm hearing that song. You really went and put the knife in first. I cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Yeah, so you could feel no good after a breakup, or you could have broke up with a no good, good for nothing son of a fucking bitch, or daughter of a fucking bitch, okay? 1 second, let me get the tarot book and let me just read you the official meaning. But we know the 3 of Swords is heartache, pain. Sometimes because of cheating or other parties. We also do have external party here. So someone could have cheated, and you feel like you could have cheated yourself by not trusting your own intuition about this person or about the scenario. You could have told yourself it was nothing, and now you feel like nothing because you didn't trust yourself. You cheated yourself instead of trusting yourself. And maybe you trusted a lover. I seen 333. You trusted a lover and they cheated you. And yes, this could definitely be a third party situation. This is also group number 3. Okay. The 3 of Swords, dedicated to Sunny. So some of you could be called Sunny, or I feel like you just love the sunny weather. You could need a bit of sun, a bit of sunshine, a bit of sun in your life. I'm hearing that song, Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. So that could be significant for some. Look into the cat's eyes, and they will tell you that although the pain is genuine and her heart is damaged, Sunny is one to not give her deceiver the gratification of seeing her weep. Her blood defiantly drips down from her wound, feeding the lotus below, healing and strengthening her heart. When you find your trust has been betrayed, the 3 of Swords is usually not too far behind. Whether it's a cheating partner, a co-worker who stabbed you in the back, or a friend who decided to call it quits. The energy of the 3 of Swords is one that often leaves us feeling like a stiff, sharp sting to the heart. Like the cat, you too know the painful truth. And the 3 of Swords appears as a reminder that out of this situation, you also will find strength. The first sword may have created awareness. The second sword confirmed what you already knew. And the third sword, well, that is the one you will use to cut the cord and sever the relationship. You have the power to free yourself so that the healing process can begin. There are 2 sides in every relationship, and depending on the reading, the 3 of Swords may indicate no matter how gentle you may think you are being, the other person's perception may be that of an attack. So the positive energy, the ability to recognize when it's time to leave or end a situation, such as a toxic relationship. Negative, feeling lost, unable to move beyond the pain. Yeah, and that's very interesting. With the 3 different swords representing different things, and this is like the sword of truth. So the first sword created awareness. So it was like a stab or a sting that made you think, oh, hey, I could be being betrayed. Wait, what? And it caused you to have a second look. And the second sword confirmed your suspicion. So whatever it was that you were wondering or thinking about someone, Yeah, and I'm hearing that again. You really went and put the knife in first. Yeah, and Amy Winehouse was in a toxic relationship, a codependent relationship. And she was so talented. She had so much to give. But it's like this toxic love just took everything from her, and it took her resolve in the end. Yeah. So this is Spirit saying, don't let this betrayal take your resolve. You have so much to give. You're so special. You're so important. And this relationship was never for you. You're not here to consort with clowns. That's what I'm hearing. So this is about you cutting your losses, saying, not my clown, not my circus. And even if someone was cheating on you, you could feel like you were the clown. Or if you had your suspicions and stayed, you could be kicking yourself, putting the knife into your own heart, even after they've done it, because you're thinking, oh, I should have believed myself. Why didn't I? Why did I stick around to be made a fool of? You know, why did they do this? Is it my fault? No, it's not. You just wanted to see and believe the best in other people. But when people show you what and who they are, believe them. And you're not going to give someone the satisfaction of showing them how much they hurt you, how much they broke your heart, broke your trust. I am hearing another song. What's her name? She's like a new singer, Tate McRae or something. And it's like one of the only songs I know by her, but it's called You Broke Me First. Yeah, and it's kind of just about being angry and upset and a bit petty, maybe. You could be feeling petty. And maybe you got revenge, and the excuse could be, well, you did it first. You broke me first, so now I'm going to break your heart. I'm going to break your car. I'm going to break your resolve because you broke mine. But this is you getting that resolve again, getting that trust, that faith again, even if it's been broken. This wasn't for you. This clown and this circus was not for you. You are like a wild horse, and the horse spirit is coming up. Freedom is yours. Someone could be 33, and this is you galloping into the sunset, and you're not allowing this circus, this humiliation. Yeah, I did see a funny meme a few weeks ago saying that dating is like a humiliation ritual. Maybe you feel like someone did you dirty with a whole humiliation ritual. Maybe you could feel like dating is, or love is, a losing game. I'm also hearing that. Yeah, so Amy Winehouse is significant, and you know, I love Amy Winehouse. And it's just such a waste of talent. And you don't want to be a waste of talent. You are wasting your talent and everything you had to give on this clown. Yeah, and even if you're a masculine, this bitch was a clown. You were dealing with a clown. And the horse spirit is saying, get on, bitch. We are galloping into the sunset. Hop on board. And 33 is a power number also. So this is you making that power move and being in your power even after you felt like your power was lost, your trust was lost. The air guardian is coming in to tell you to shift your perception and your perspective, because if you don't love love ain't gonna love you. I'm also hearing that song, young hearts run free, they'll never be hung up like my man and me. Do. Young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. So this is your energy, and you're kind of like rolling your eyes love, maybe, or you know, doing the Snoop Dogg rolling down the window, doing that look like looking at everybody's relationships after your ex was a clown, or you know, after your situation or your relationship ended, you're kind of like giving them all the look like wait till you find out the hard way. Young hearts, huh? They'll learn, they'll know one day. But this is not letting your cynicalness or your pettiness stop you from trying, because you know God loves a trier. It may be a war zone out there, anything goes, a humiliation ritual, but you are not afraid to take a risk because, hey, what's the worst that can happen? I feel like you've nothing to lose if your trust has already been lost. Your heart has already been broken, honey. So come on, you're seasoned now when it comes to love. This is what love is all about, is getting that heart broken in order to rebuild it, repair it. You're repairing your heart. So right now you could be in DIY mode and TLC mode. You're giving yourself that love that you deserve. And whatever has been taken from you, even if that's just your pride, you are finding pride in yourself, finding pride in your work, pride in the right things instead of the wrong things. With 23, the naked self, this is you accepting yourself for as you are, not blaming yourself for why someone else couldn't see how special you are, because that's their problem and they need to shift their perception. Some people don't know a masterpiece when they see one. I mean, they can't recognize one. They certainly could not create one. You are a masterpiece. Not everyone is going to understand you. Not everyone is going to appreciate fine art. Some people, they can't tell the difference between, shit on your shoe and fine art. Yeah, you're fine art and someone treated you like shit on their shoe. This is you wiping that shit off your shoe, throwing away those shoes if you have to, and getting a nice new pair of Louis Vuittons or whatever shoes men wear, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have no references. Nikes? I don't fucking know. But yeah, you are walking away with your head high from this situation. And if they tried to make you feel like you were unworthy, that was them projecting, because they keep looking elsewhere in everyone else because they feel unworthy with what they bring to the table. You bring so much to the table, all that sauce to the table, that not everyone can handle the heat in your kitchen, group 3. So not everyone deserves a seat at your table, a place at your table, even a plate. You've got enough on your plate and you don't need no shit on your plate. You've had that shit in your shoe, gone. You are galloping forward into your future, and I love this. And trust is coming up. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So you need to trust that you can trust again. You need to trust that you can love again. Don't let one bad experience, one bad taste turn you off from the rest. Don't paint everyone with the same brush. You can be sarcastic, you can know better, but you don't. You don't know everyone. You don't know everyone's heart. Not everyone is the same. Maybe you are just attracting the same types, the wrong types. You could have been treating yourself wrong and that was leading others to treat you wrong. Whatever it was, somehow you were at fault, even if it was someone else's fault. And this is not me attacking you in any way, shape or form, but sometimes even our mindset can be in the wrong place. So even when we have blessings in front of us, like this person here, they had a blessing in front of them and they didn't recognize it. They didn't see it. They squandered their blessings. They squandered you, group 3. Don't squander yourself. And know that once you elevate your mind, you're going to elevate your life. But when you stay in an energy where you don't trust, well then love won't love you, trust won't trust you. And if you don't embrace your naked self, you're going to be hiding it your whole life. And that's exhausting. Stop hiding. Be you. The right ones, the true ones will love you for who you truly are. You are natural. And if it doesn't come naturally, you're not going to force it. This is you in all your glory. Embrace it. Embrace yourself. So I feel like this could be you getting out, going to parties, socializing, or this could be the external party in this, dance, this humiliation ritual. With chemistry, passion, I feel like if you're single right now, a new love, a new passionate love with a lot of chemistry will be coming in, and these chemicals are going to combine and explode to a fiery climax, if you get my drift. I know you do. Yeah, so that fiery climax is coming. And you are coming up, group 3. So they better get this party started. Yeah, so it's like a karaoke party here, a karaoke bar. I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. Get this party started on a Saturday night. Everybody's waiting for me to arrive. Yeah, so you make an entrance, you make an arrival, and people can't help but stop and stare, because that is what you are here for. You are just so debonair, group 3, and I can't fully tell you what that word means. I think it just means all things luxurious. This is you, group 3, and people can't help but notice. And sometimes people have noticed you for the wrong reasons, in the wrong ways, maybe even yourself, but now you're noticing yourself for the right reasons. You're giving yourself that credit that you deserve. So if you're single, if you're on this path alone, your heart is still bleeding, you are going to bloom where you are planted. This pain is going to help you shift your perspective. This pain was needed for you to grow, for you to mature. Your heart has grown and matured, and it's seasoned now. So there's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can lose. And you're very wise, and wisdom is the best thing to have in our toolkit. And you're realizing how to use your own tools. You're doing that DIY, and you're giving yourself that self-care, self-love, and TLC. You're adoring yourself if there's no one there to adore right now. And by doing that, you could be attracting that. You're freeing yourself from a marriage, from a relationship, or this could be you freeing yourself from a toxic relationship and finding that true love, that happy ever after in the future. But you need to trust even after it's been broken. One person may have broken your trust, but maybe someone else is going to restore your faith, restore your trust. But you need to restore your faith in yourself. This is self-restoration, self-relaxation, self-soothing. You're soothing yourself. Opportunities are coming in, but you have to gallop towards them like a horse. So put yourself out there. Don't hide away. Don't shy away. I know they say once bitten, twice shy, but closed mouths don't get fed. So if you're looking for love, if you're looking for success or career opportunities, put yourself out there, either in real life or online. Because how are they going to find your fabulous self if you aren't there to be found? So don't be afraid to take a risk. Put yourself out there. And even if we're at risk of rejection, rejection is God's protection. You've been there, you've done that, you are well seasoned. So nobody can fuck with you, because you just know you've got that wisdom, group 3, and you ain't never gonna forget that wisdom. You just needed to restore that self-confidence, that faith, and that trust. It needed to be nurtured. You needed to be nurtured. So the third eye chakra, Ajna, it's called. This is the 6th chakra in the body system. Having a strong third eye chakra allows you to use your powerful intuition for spiritual growth and a more generous attitude towards life. Physical disorders associated with it include headaches, eye, and sinus problems. One of the third eye chakra's main roles is to balance everyday activities. Yeah, so this is you balancing yourself, balancing your daily life, being generous towards yourself, but having a generous attitude towards life instead of a lack mindset. You can trust again, and you will trust again. You are not allowing your past to define you anymore. Yeah, your intuition has always been on point. You may not have always listened to it, but now you are listening to your own wise words. You may even have told yourself, I told you so. But see, you're showing yourself just how wise you are and always were. Listen to your own advice sometimes. Follow your own advice. Lead by example with how you treat yourself. Treat yourself well and treat yourself like a king, like a queen. And there ain't going to be no peasants in your presence, that's for sure. Chakras and yoga. So they're telling you that for your self-care, for your self-love, you need to meditate. You need to open your chakras, tune into and tune up your chakras. There is an 8-minute tune-up on YouTube, chakra tune-up it's called. And it gives you all the different noises to make to open all of your chakras. So you may need to do that And this will help you be more in touch with yourself by tuning into your chakras a little bit more. Yoga, you can do that at home, or this could be telling you to join a class if you don't know where to start. Just start somewhere, because you never know where you're going to end up. This could be the start of a lifelong journey, and you could meet a lot of friends, even lovers, along the way. Meet like-minded people, because whoever hurt you, they shouldn't have even been in your mind space, because they didn't even have the ability to recognize a masterpiece. They weren't for you, because someone for you is going to be a connoisseur of the arts, and they will know a masterpiece when they see one. But you need to know a masterpiece when you see one. So look in the mirror and tell yourself you are a masterpiece. No ifs, no buts. Do it, group 3. Okay, that's your homework. That's your takeaway from this video. Tell yourself you're a masterpiece in the mirror every day until you fucking believe it. Okay? Okay. Thank you. When energy becomes blocked, it triggers physical, mental, or emotional imbalance that manifests in symptoms such as anxiety, lethargy, or poor digestion. So if you've been having digestion issues, if you've been getting headaches, if you've been just feeling imbalanced, this is you tuning up every part of your life, not just your chakras, but it could be a good place to start. You just need somewhere to start. An easy way to align, open up, and unblock your chakras is through yoga. And this can help move energy in your body. So there's stuck, stagnant energy in your body, and you just need to move more. Get that movement going in order to let it flow, let it pass through you, set it free. Any pain and grudges you've held on to, let go, gone. And you have sacred space for yourself, sacred time for yourself. And now you can ask yourself, okay, so what do I want now that I'm free and I ain't dealing with no bullshit, no clowns, no circuses? What do I want? And then once you've answered and defined that question, you are going to start taking steps in order to manifest that reality. It's not just going to be a fantasy. You're making your deepest, darkest, most fabulous fantasies into an even more fabulous reality. But you had to drop a load, a dead weight, and flush before all of these new blessings were coming in. So thank God for the shit out of your life. Rejection is God's protection. If you felt rejected, good, because they needed to go, and this is the universe's way of kicking them out of your energy space. Now that you've got that free, it's time to cleanse, recharge, and reconnect, and tune up those chakras. Do some yoga, get that movement going, because you are moving to a better, brighter version of yourself. You are upgraded, you are glowing up, and you are loving love, and you are trusting in trust and love again. So start with loving and trusting yourself, and freedom is yours, baby. Don't forget it. And what is it that you need to say in the mirror? Let me remind you. The mama in me is coming out. Let me hear it. Yes. I am a masterpiece every day in the mirror. And by doing that, your third eye, that's in your forehead. So maybe you need to cleanse that, scrub it a little bit if you feel like it's blocked or you're getting headaches. But your third eye will open, and you will see that, wow, I really am a masterpiece. Look at this third eye. Whew, beautiful. All your eyes are beautiful, and you can see not only with both eyes, but with your 3 eyes, like a cyclops. So that third eye is going to get you where you need to be. Trust me, and trust in you too. Okay, thank you for being here with me today. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this, if you have any feedback, any suggestions for future pick-a-card readings. And if you have not liked, commented, subscribed already, please do so. I would really appreciate it. If you're looking for a personal reading, those are available. All the info is in my homepage. And if we're parting ways right here, right now, thank you for hanging out and spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. And God bless. Mwah.